Is it rolling, Bob? This is a Sylvia brand. Whoa, visuals. Excuse me. Sylvia brand parlor guitar. Made as late as the 60s. I'm hoping 50s. It doesn't matter. These guitars were made by the Union, I believe the Union Guitar Company. Yeah, not National. The Union Guitar Company, reportedly in the factory of the defunct Oscar Schmidt after they went. So it would have had to be in the 60s, probably. Anyway, it's plywood top and bottom. The sides may be solid. I think that's the stock they use. The top is real nice on this one. The back looks real nice. Technically, you can see where some of the top ply is starting to raise. I don't think it's an issue, and one coat of clear lacquer would take care of it for another 50 years. These come with a tailpiece and floating bridge and sound not very good. Uh, in some cases, with any angle on the neck, it'll start to push the top in. They're also laterally braced. The guitar is fairly well made. It's cleanly glued. And I put a pyramid bridge on it, dropping it back in time by about 40 or 50 years. And the thing has responded very well. It's responded very well. I play in open E tuning. At some point, I could retune it and try to play it in regular chords. It's tuned to open E flat because it's emulating just about perfectly the strain on the neck. Should it be tuned concert? When I got it, the neck was loose. It wasn't falling out, but it was moving around, and that allowed it to come up over the years. It was built as a steel guitar. This nut was so far up it never could have been fretted. Steel guitars were big. Anyway, I released this part of the neck from the body and was able to get it off, and found that it had taken a set where this thing had been bent up for all the years. But I removed the frets, leveled the fretboard and neck simultaneously by taking the nut off, and refretted it with mediums from Stuart McDonald, quality frets. And the fretboard is really level, gets a slight bow when strung, but these are 11 to 46. It responds very well. The action's quite low and could come down a little more. We'll see. The method I use to intonate is so crafty. I'm impressing. You leave the tailpiece on. Take the floating bridge out. Take the bridge you want to use. Slide it under. And if the geometry is right from the work you've done on your neck, you're going to be real close. And you can literally move this to get an intonation at the 12th fret that is as good as you want it to be. You can check the intonation over the entire fretboard should you wish. Mark it, take this thing off the back, get the strings out of the way, and glue the thing, and it's where it needs to be. There's plenty of room here for a saddle as wide as anyone would need to intonate it in any way. I think it's real good where it is because of I'm working on a method to put pickups in these guitars without putting any holes in them. This is the first prototype. This is the final connector that will be packaged in a 3D printed end pin that looks just like the end pin that came with the guitar. It'll fit the stock taper, and it has an 1/8 inch mini jack input, which you can buy the cable. I supply it with the guitar. a cable that goes 1/8 inch mini right to quarter, so it plugs into any amplifier, and we'll plug it in later if I have time. This was set up is a Zoom R16. I'm using the built-in microphones at about 12 to 18 inches away, and there is absolutely nothing added. There is no EQ, no echo of any kind. What you hear is what the guitar is doing. If you were right there, where this white thing is, it's pretty close, but what the heck, man? It takes hours to get all this stuff. The output of the Zoom goes directly into the input of the video camera, so it makes a whole mixing step. What was I doing here before I was so? So we got a brand new fretboard. It's dyed. Oh, new pearl dots. These are real pearl. I put them in when I do the job. The bushings came. I put the bushings in. Didn't have bushings. Finish is nice. This is bone. This is the original one that's been lowered down. So. This is Little Sylvia. This guitar was an unplayable guitar. This is where dead and dying guitars come to be reborn as the guitars they always wanted to be. This guitar can be heard. These little ladies from New Jersey want to be heard, and you can plug this thing in. And later I will attempt to do that. I'm going to turn that off and see what happens.